Good Thursday morning, Larry Sprinkle along with Brittany Van Voorhees, and kind of quiet right now, kind of calm this morning.
Yeah, the calm before the storms return, Larry.
Absolutely, yeah. I think the potential is there for quite a bit of rain, maybe some strong storms. Things are quiet as long as we keep the clouds out there. That's going to limit the storm chance for the afternoon, but we're going to deal with potential for quite a bit of rainfall over the next 24 to 36 hours.
Yeah, I know that you were showing this in the early shows, Larry, that areas across really the entire region, 1 to even 2 inches of rain in spots. Just based on how much rain we had earlier this week, with the early storms on Monday and Tuesday, add any additional onto all of our already saturated grounds, and not just flooding potential, but even some maybe loose roots, some smaller trees kind of toppling over there.
That's another thing that I'm glad you mentioned that, because with the situation here in Charlotte, especially the older trees, you get that heavy rainfall, and it certainly could cause some major issues with that. Tomorrow, I think everything really shifts more off to the northeast with some of the heaviest rain. Not to say we couldn't get quite a bit of rainfall here in the Charlotte area. So we have a flood watch in effect that's been issued by the National Weather Service.
Yeah, up in the mountains and foothills, I feel like we see this a lot, Larry, especially when you get those leftover tropical systems where you get all this rain all at once. We have those higher elevations, of course, those low-lying areas, especially in the foothills, that can kind of get that rain really quick. So I think this will especially be a concern there for portions of Caldwell County and Burke counties.
And that's really today through tomorrow morning when we see the potential for quite a bit of rainfall. I mean, estimated to be, I would say, over towards areas in the northern to southern foothills into the mountain communities. Quite a bit. Those areas of red over there. We're talking about 3 to 5 inches of rain. These are all, once again, estimates. What I have noticed about this graphic is that shifted some of the heaviest rain west of Charlotte. We were in that kind of maybe up to 2 inches. I would say over 1 inch here, possible in the Charlotte area.
Yeah, I would say that definitely, especially on, like we said, on top of what we had earlier this week. You saw the pictures on Monday too, out of Columbia, where they had the flash flooding. So we know how quickly it can happen here. Something else to note, Larry, I know you were talking about this earlier, but you don't want to let your guard down, because we have storms kind of today, late today, tonight, and then we get another round Friday. So if you get the storms tonight, don't think, oh, I'm good, it's over.
It's not one and done.
It's going to be really 2 rounds.
2 particular systems coming through the area. But one great thing about the next several days, after a couple days of rain and maybe some storms, is the fact that the weekend weather picture is looking much, much better across the area. In fact, we're going to see some great weather. Now, let's talk about the severe weather potential for over the next 24 hours.
Yeah, of course, flooding, like we were just talking about. Wind, I think gusty wind in excess of 60 miles an hour is the big one. And like we were just talking about with the trees, of course, you get the flooding, it kind of shakes things up, the roots are exposed, and that wind comes in, those gusts, and it can topple things over pretty quickly. Tornado threat is low, but not zero. And I think that'll be especially concerning, Larry, tomorrow morning with that second round, tomorrow morning midday, especially with those areas along and east of Charlotte.
Yeah, over towards maybe around Wadesboro, Rockingham, over towards those Sandhill areas. But the great news about this weekend, it seems like if you talk about Memorial Weekend, at least 1 or 2 days normally has maybe a storm chance. Not this one. Looking okay. I mean, it's going to be warm, but when you think about this is like the beginning, the unofficial beginning of summer.
Yeah.
Why not sunshine? Temperatures in the 80s. Right?
No, it's great because, like you said, I mean, it's the Carolinas, Georgia, Florida. It's where people want to go for Memorial Day, and there's almost always at least a small chance of rain and storm. So I'd say Mother Nature's giving us quite a treat after a stormy week.
Thank you, Mother Nature. Next week, Mother Nature's going, well, I'm coming back at you. I'm going to slap you.
Yeah, boom. June starts, boom, 90s.
Yeah, it does. I would say that we're about, you remember, it was like last week we had the really hot temperatures. So we're in the low 90s. I mean, it's not the ordinary to see several days in June that way. Then we get to the 4th day of June. We're 81 degrees for high temperatures. So it's not long, it's not sustained, low to mid 90s, which is good news.
It is. Yeah. And I mean, how is it almost June, Larry?
It just goes way too fast. The old saying is the older you get, the faster it goes. So you don't have to worry about that.
You don't have to worry about that.
Okay, keep talking. Anyway, that's it for today. We'll be here obviously throughout the day. Brittany will be back at midday, and then tomorrow checking the situation for the potential for any severe weather. Have a great day.